Okay, this video we want to discuss a little bit more about the Boolean functions, the Boolean operations, the true-false operations, as used in if statements frequently. And so I'm not actually going to use if statements, but there's some pretty cool techniques that are illustrated in this example, and that's what I'm choosing to discuss. And you think of this as a sort of a jump ahead in the lessons, and I do this from time to time, where I sort of jump ahead of myself to point out some particular property that we're technically not at the point to discuss yet, but this is pretty cool. So I'm going to call this example here, this program, public class relational program. Okay, and it actually continues down here a bit. It's a bit longer than the size of the window that I have allocated, but you should be able to pause the video at various points and type it in, and it's not as long as it seems, because there's a trick you can use to get it in a little bit faster. I'll show you. Okay, so here our public static void statement is a bit different. We have our main and then string with the brackets as always, but I've added this term args, and we need that because of something that we're doing in the program. But as before, I'm not really explaining this statement yet. I'm not explaining what all these things mean, other than the fact that you need to put them in there to make the program run properly. So I'll begin by setting as integer variables three variables, I, j, and k. I said I equal to 37, I said j equal to 42, and I set k equal to 42. Now let's look at the following collection of statements, and I'll call these my greater than statements. So I say system.out.print line greater than, indicating that these are the greater than statements. So then I follow that with system.out.print line, and I print the string of characters here. I print this I greater than j equals. So it prints this out, and then I have it print the Boolean result of this comparison. And that if I is greater than j, then this comparison inside these two parentheses here, this comparison is true. Okay, and if it's true, if I is greater than j, then this will print I greater than j equals, and it will print true. But is I greater than j? No, I is not greater than j. So when I put in this statement in parentheses, I greater than j, this will have the Boolean value of false, because I is not greater than j, so this Boolean operation is false. So what I will print is I greater than j equals false. Okay, so that's what this means. Now here we know that j is greater than I. We've just been looking at that. So on this one it prints out j greater than I equals, and because this statement is true, the program actually prints the word true, because that's the Boolean value of this statement. And then when I do the comparison here, k greater than j is not true. So this line will print k greater than j equals, and then this is not true, it's false, so it will print false as it evaluates this expression to be equal to false. So that's what it does there. Now I'll explain one more here, and let's look at greater than or equal to. Okay, so first we print out the sentence or the phrase greater than or equal to right here, and then system out print line. Okay, I greater than or equal to j. Well, we know that I is not greater than or equal to j, because I is 37 and j is 42. So when it evaluates this expression, I greater than or equal to j, this expression has the Boolean value of false. So it prints out I greater than or equal to j equals false. It will print out false for that as a result of that Boolean expression. Here, where j greater than or equal to I, it'll print out the Boolean value of true because this is a true statement. And k greater than or equal to j, that's also true because k and j both equal to 42. So the Boolean value of this expression right here is true. So you get the idea. And then it prints out a set of statements for less than or equal to, and not equal to. Now remember, the Boolean not equal to is bang equal. That means not equal to. So this statement is I not equal to j, and I is not equal to j. So that statement is true. So when it evaluates the expression down here, I not equal to j, it prints a true here. And it says k not equal to j, but we set, in fact, k and j are both equal to 42. So k not equal to j is a false Boolean statement, so it prints false there. So now the hint, it looks like a lot to type here for this program, but in fact you can type things quite easily using copy and paste. For instance, I can copy this statement right here, copy, paste it down here, paste it there, and then to change it into another statement, all I have to do is to go and just change a few characters. For example, if I want to change in this statement, I change this to k, okay, this is k less than or equal to j, and then down here I change this to k, and k less than or equal to j is supposed to be true, so I don't have to change that either. So yeah, it's easy. I don't have to fully retype each statement. I can just copy one of the statements and this just changed a few characters that need to be changed. Okay, so with that, okay, I'm going to don't save, close this. Now let's look at how the program executes right here. I have the program input into my Dr. Java window. Okay, I've already saved it. I will compile it. Okay, and I've typed and checked it. It compiles properly, and then I run it. So I run it. It prints out all those statements here. Let me look at all of those right here. Okay, here are most of them. So it prints out all those statements. Now you can go and check to see if the I greater than j, j greater than I, and it prints out the Boolean value of the result of executing that expression. So check these statements out and see if you're getting what you're supposed to be getting. So until next time.